I've flown Spirit a handful of times, most recently last year, so I know what to expect from this budget carrier. Less legroom, small armrests, no free food or water. But that was before everything changed. I recently flew Spirit Airlines from Sacramento to Las Vegas, and this is what it was like. Here we are at the Sacramento airport. I checked into my Spirit flight on their app to avoid the fee Spirit charges for printing boarding passes at the airport, but I decided to stop by the check-in gate on my way in to see what things were like. As you can see, Sacramento Airport had 6-foot social distancing markers on the floor for each check-in station, reminders to social distance on the screens above each airline check-in counter, and Purell stations throughout. When booking your ticket, Spirit requires travelers to certify that they will wear a mask over their nose and mouth and have not experienced any COVID-19 symptoms. All right, I am through security and I am here near my Spirit boarding gate. And besides the mask, there's not much else that seems different. You know, the hallways and the gates are full, and many people are interpreting the mask requirement here at Sacramento Airport a little bit differently. Very interested to see what it's like on the airplane itself. As we began to board our Spirit flight, there was no announcements from the Spirit gate agents related to COVID-19 safety measures, mask requirement, or reminders to socially distance while boarding. Boarding looked much the same as it did pre-pandemic. The zone-based boarding process hadn't changed, and everyone sprung up to jump in line as soon as that first zone began boarding. As we got settled in our seats, I realized that we had a nearly full plane to Las Vegas. Spirit isn't blocking middle seats during coronavirus, and I didn't want to get stuck in one. So I had paid an extra $12 for an aisle seat in the front. At least then I'd only rub elbows with one stranger instead of two. On Spirit, seatback menus have been removed during coronavirus, but they're still selling drinks, alcohol, and snacks in flight. Attendants were wearing gloves to serve the food, drinks, and return credit cards. The most memorable activity on this flight during coronavirus was in-flight yoga. Attendants instructed everyone to stretch out up above, then left and right over their neighbors. When it came time to deplane, everyone stood up and waited in the aisle as normal. No social distancing was suggested or enforced. I just deplaned my first Spirit flight since the coronavirus pandemic, and honestly, besides the wearing of masks, you could hardly tell that it was a global pandemic on that Spirit flight at all. Overall, these were my takeaways from flying Spirit during coronavirus. There was no enforcement of mask wearing at the gate, and no enforced social distancing during boarding or deplaning. Spirit is not blocking middle seats in flight, and there seemed to be a relaxed approach to the enhanced safety protocol, like attendants pulling their masks down to give announcements. For the full review of this experience, visit the link below. And if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Note that these were my personal experiences flying Spirit, and experiences will vary by flight. But I hope this helps give you insight into what it's like to fly Spirit Airlines during the coronavirus pandemic.